So that was the Scorpio house. We've done that. We've shifted energies again because the focus has gone again. But yes, so we've ended another cycle of our patterning that we said in the beginning. So now Scorpio is our focus. So the opposite, well, Scorpio's opposite is Taurus. So Gemini's opposite was Sagittarius. Gemini's blind spot. No, we ended on Sagittarius. Gemini's blind spot was Taurus. Taurus, oh, okay, so Taurus's opposite is Scorpio. Taurus's blind spot is Aries. That makes sense. Thank you for refocusing us there. So we are on Aries. We lost it then, but we found our way because we've put so much planning into this in a very abstract, creative way. So it didn't feel like we put planning into this, but this has been a few days. If you talk about it solidly, we've done like 3 or 4 days for us to do this live, full days. That's just in physical form, not to talk about all the mental and mental energetics and time and thought and preparation that's gone into it. It's like longer, but it's deserved and it's worth it, because in doing this we're feeling the coming together, and on watching it back, the coming together is just going to be even more profound. So I hope you're feeling the same journey of these energies, and if you've come to this, then we feel you are. And if you're not feeling it yet and you're still going through some chaos, then it's on its way. Trust and believe that. Oh, it's so yummy, that homemade elderflower champagne. Okay. So the Rider-Waite Tarot, the card of Aries, the blind spot of Taurus, the previous sign to Taurus. The card is number 4, the Emperor, ruled by Tower. So here we get ruled by Mars, the Tower card, number 16, which is the number of rebirth. And the Tower card is either a conscious, brought on, gentle or sudden shock tower. It's your choice, or it could be an unconscious sudden shock or gentle one. And this is the ruler of Mars, the ruler of Aries, and the traditional ruler of Scorpio, which we've just left behind. And Aries is a cardinal sign, and so we've got the 2s and the 3s and the 4s, which belong to cardinal. It's a fire sign, so it's the 2, 3, 4 of wands. We have now found our new sense of identity, our new I am, or if you're someone like us, then we prefer it for us, but also because we're a quadruple Aquarius, and so it's for the humanitarian, it's for the globe, so it's we are rather than I am. We have all these pronouns that people like to be called now at the moment. It wouldn't be amazing if we just all said we are feeling great, and that could be meant on a subjective level or an objective collective level, because we're living from our heart, all of us, or the majority of us. We can understand when some other person's saying we're feeling great, because it means that they're feeling great, but they could be feeling great because they're feeling great anyway and they're very self-regulated and self-managed, or it could be they're feeling great because the other's feeling great, and you feel great when others around you feel great, but it's hard work to feel great if others around you aren't feeling great. But if we can keep ourselves feeling great when others around us aren't feeling great, then that energy will get inflected back to them to facilitate them feeling great again. So Aries, we are, I am, and that was card number 13, and this is card number 1, so it's Aries. We have a new sense of responsible, self-accountable, self-responsible, self-management action. So rather than being reactive human beings, we've become responsive human beings, and so our actions are integral, and we're coming from a true, deep, authentic place. Being able to use our willpower, trusting ourselves so much that we know who and what to trust externally of us, what we think we know about, do it our own way, and energies to meet the challenge of our desires regarding, resulting from the honesty and strength of the first house, 25, the body. So 25 was the number of that Liffruma card, which is the overall energies of the body. So we've got an alignment here now with the Liffruma card of oak support. We are able to give ourselves support. We don't need to be in victim consciousness anymore. We don't need support from society. We don't need support from family or friends. We are able to be our own grounded, balanced, stable, beautiful support and an amazing inspiration to others, leading by example. Through the body, through the actions of our body, through communication, through body language and the eyes and the heart, through the electromagnetic fields of the body, the words being the least, because it's as a child in these emotional immature states, it's monkey see, monkey do, not tell. So telling people and verbally and being mental all the time doesn't work. It's about leading by example and being, because that's the mirror neurons that take place, so that the beginner neurons can then harmonize in a beautiful way for the other. And then we arrive fully at home in our body, not feeling like an outsider, not feeling like an alien, not having to label ourselves or compartmentalize ourselves to feel like we can gain a sense of community and tribe, because we have our own tribe, we have our own sense. And when we become whole, we can then meet others that are whole, so that we have our energy, their energy, and then the third energy. Not two halves make a whole, but two wholes make a beautiful, amazing, most dynamic, powerful third whole. And if you're someone that's into having a relationship with three people, we watched something the other day which was like this: there's three relationships in this relationship. There's my relationship with you, there's my relationship with them, and there's your two relationships together. But for us, that wasn't accurate. For us, there's four relationships in there: our relationship with you, our relationship with them, your relationship together, relationship of all three of us together. So if you understand, I hope you understand where we're going with that one. Immediately, the way we project ourselves, and that's again what we were saying, the way we project ourselves. If we want to live in a beautiful, harmonic, global nation where there's peace on earth, and if the global nation is a collective of all of our individual projections, then we need to play our part by projecting our by making sure our individual projection is a harmonic, peaceful, happy, content projection. Do it on our own, because when we do manage to do stuff on our own, there's a real sense of just pride and achievement, and it feels incredible. And yes, you navigate through disappointments and the rest of it, but navigating through disappointment and the rest of it and those emotions is part of being aware in the moment, being aware of the emotions, the objective, being aware of the feelings, the subjective, to gain that wholeness and to gain that emotional maturity. And as we all do that individually, that then happens collectively, and then the systems start changing, so they become a mature, emotionally mature, heart value led systems, governments, societies, because the individuals that are creating them, that are working in them, that have been in them. Who are you? Who are we? Our dreams, our desires. First house. And then ruled by Mars, the drive for, the confronting of, action. Energize, confront, force ourselves to. Because Mars, 22, the master builder number, building is movement, it's action, it's motion. So we've got a motion, but we've got a managed emotion of equilibrium, of that minimized oscillation, and being able to regulate it ourselves. So you talk about Wim Hof and his Wim Hof breath on controlling of the body. Oh look, we brought up Aries with we brought up Libra with Aries there. And so Aries is the moon, to be brave and bold, and the rule of the head, the face, the teeth, the tongue. So If we curl our tongue and breathe inwards, that's the yin breath. So if we are feeling active or energized and we want to calm down and relax, we want to stimulate our parasympathetic nervous system, our rest and digest vagus nerve, the left vagus nerve. That's what we call it. It's the temporal cranial nerve. Sighing and humming on the out breath through your nose, inhaling. Just calms down that over dynamic, too much of the tongue and the arteries. And the die for Aries. So how are we halfway through? 1, 2, 3. Yep, we're 5. We've got 5 left, so we're just over halfway through, and we're speeding up because it took longer at the start. Okay, so you can see here we have 7. Here we have Sun. Sun's a very active fire energy as well. And then we have Virgo. So that's the Astro Die. And the card for Aries is Brahm, number 52. So we've got the mirror of 25. And the first house, that's the body, the first house was number 25 in the Black Moon astrology cards. We're getting very itchy nose. Butcher's broom scrub. And we were just saying yesterday in the live, actually, if you have a broom or if you have something like this, just twiddling it on your fingers. And because we've started going clockwise there, that's the habitual pattern. Tito pai tata. Okay, and then you do it the other way. Yeah, this started, we were getting a bit tense then and a bit wound up, and that's calmed us down. And that's doing it on one plane. This would be another plane. So we've continued doing that way, and then we swapped the way we started doing it. So that's doing it on a different plane. So we've done the vertical, we've done the flat. So there's a different plane again. So we could do it with our arm up, but that's going to cause us a bit more chaos. So we're going to do it like that. And that's winding in. So that's how it started. You see the reaction our body has? We've got shifted through that big release, and then you can always do one back again, and you can do it with a broomstick over your head, behind your back, to the side. It's actually staff, but we do it with the linear to tap into the masculine energies from the peripheral nervous system to the central nervous system. It's created lots of releases. And the poi is the circular motions, so that's the feminine energies from the peripheral into the deep center. So it's interesting that's come up. Butcher's broom scrub. So that's a way of scrubbing away the old traumas from the body. Stocky, tough, green, spiky leaves. Knee holly is the besom broom beloved of butchers. Scarlet berries, large as cherries, speak of the scrubbing back of bloodied stains. Troubles travelling from the astral to stalk the living worlds must be scoured away. The harsh sweeping up that begins in dreams must be tackled in life by fully removing the stains. Brush with the prickly bush every corner of every trauma to rid yourself of those wounding remembrances. And that's amazing because it's got the trauma in there. We were just saying about the traumas and the rest of it. And the Aries is the most emotionally immature because it's at the start of the house. And related to the head and the face and the tongue and the teeth. Our head, our nose has always been really small. So hopefully now if we're going into those energies, everything's going to start. And with our head scar as well, because that kept it really small. Hopefully the head scar injuries and the traumas from the physical traumas there, and then the psychological, emotional, spiritual, sexual traumas that are created in the head as well, are all just